In Sitting Pretty, Sitting Pretty, Sitting Pretty, Sitting Pretty.
Why can't keeping it real be classy?
Okay.
Why can't keeping it real be let me hold my peace and let me move on? Why can't keeping it real be, you know what? They may have done that, but I'm going to respect them and move forward. Why can't that be keeping it real?
Right.
Hey you! Are you looking for a licensed cosmetologist who specializes in natural hair and locks? Well, go see JJ Wesley at Naps by Jay. She'll take care of all your natural hair needs. Book your appointment now. Call 602-955-0646. The number again is 602-955-0646. And remember to always keep it nappy. Welcome to episode 44 of Sitting Pretty and Keeping It Young.
Real young.
Oh, young.
Yeah, I'm keeping it young. The rest of the four at the table are keeping it a little bit older than me.
Oh, okay. She got jokes right off the bat.
No, we keeping it real.
Y'all keeping it real?
Yeah, you can keep it young.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it young. All right.
You ain't gonna be young forever, child.
I'm not, but I'm going to bask in it right now.
Just because you're a year older.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just one, but I'm good. So, episode 44, the special guest of the night is me.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
It's her birthday.
We in for a night.
Because guess what? I just turned 21. Ooh. That's how you say 21 in Spanish.
I don't understand Spanish.
Only
Okay.
in Rocky Point.
Right.
So that's that.
So,
stuff.
you don't say
count
uno.
at Rocky Point. If we
We don't
count
say
Rocky
dos
Point,
uno.
21 means nothing.
Right.
Oh, I get what y'all saying. It took me a second, but I get it.
I still didn't get
I get
it.
Well, they drink early then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got that part.
I get it.
I got it.
They drink early.
It took me a second, but I got
Say
it.
that age in Spanish. Is it 16 or something?
What?
17 or
18
something? 18.
She don't know how to say it. She don't know Spanish. Let's move on.
She knows Spanish when she feel like it.
Mm-hmm. And Korean and everything else.
I forgot.
Well, you can Google it.
Yeah. You can Google it
They got
faster than
those
you
apps
can
that
count.
will speak Spanish for you. Now.
Right.
So she's not keeping it young because a young person
She's
would have just
not.
Googled
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Oh,
You're keeping it old.
Pretty old.
Right.
Well, did any of y'all Google it?
all
No,
forgotten.
no, I'm not Googling it because I
We
can't move that
keeping it
fast.
real over here.
We didn't say we was keeping it young. Exactly. Now, there you
Yes.
go.
Well, today is my feliz cumpleaños. How about that?
Go ahead.
Happy birthday, it's
Oh,
really
happy
Birthday.
Fallopian Cabo.
Happy Felipe and Cabo.
Fallopian
Feliz
Cabo.
Navidad.
That's Christmas, ain't it?
Yeah.
That is Christmas. We got a couple more months for that.
See, we real bilingual at this table.
Yes, we are.
I know how to say one thing in Spanish really well.
What?
¿A quién andas mirando?
What does that
I
mean?
don't know.
What are you looking at?
What is that? You
That's
better
all
not be
you
telling
need.
me that.
What are you looking at?
How do you say that again?
¿A quién andas mirando?
A quien Andres mirando.
Andas mirando.
Andas mirando.
I had to ask someone that when I was in 6th grade because we had these guys that lived next door, like in the house, and every time I walked by their house, they were always staring at me, and I was like, "How do you say what are you looking at?"
It's been
Somebody told you.
Yeah.
so you stuck with you. All right. Although today is all about me, we have other people at the table.
Yes, we did.
So
Thanks for inviting us.
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks
for allowing us to
coming.
celebrate with you.
I know. I didn't want it to be a one-woman podcast.
Oh, Lord Jesus. She may have set up the stuff and had her own podcast.
Right. So we have two special guests. It's Spicy T's first time
Hey, hey,
coming to
hey.
sit with us, and then Miss Tracyn.
Hi.
Woo, woo. And then we have the two twin sisters.
Is Kimmy where a girl? What do I normally say? How pretty's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, kids, Kimmy where pretty's at.
Kiss
What's it put in
Kim.
your drink?
Exactly. She didn't even start drinking. She got
Kimmy,
already.
where them people at?
It's T to the E.
Again.
She glad that she could drink now.
Well, not
I'm acting
again,
like
but-
that.
She sure is like,
She has
she's
some
not
fancy
even,
tonight.
she even
She gets
sophisticated
sophisticated.
now. It's a whole nother attitude. Just, let me just describe describe this a little bit before we get into anything, because you know how someone takes their martini glass and they sit back in their chair and they kind of throw their arms like they are overly important.
Yeah.
That would
And
be the
they are
case tonight.
expecting someone to come pour them another one.
Yes.
That is the demeanor that we have at this table this evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Before we get started, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Can you guys all sing it?
No, girl, if nobody is singing tonight.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go. There you go.
Happy birthday to you.
Get it, girl.
Happy birthday, baby Napa.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Nice job, Trace.
Wow.
That was lovely.
You didn't want me to
Tracy
do
love
it.
you.
She
She
does
brought
love
it
you
all
too.
out today.
I really just like this drink. That's what it brought up.
It was the drink.
Is that Rosie Martinez?
Isn't that a song?
Blame it on alcohol.
Blame it on
Blame it-
alcohol.
Yeah, blame it on alcohol.
I know I'm old. I can't help it.
Hey, we knew what song you was talking about.
Right. All right. So, even though it's my birthday episode, birthday starts with a B. We're missing 2 B's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out again
Sassy
tonight.
B and Queen B. We hope that you guys return shortly.
I know, before we just have to get some new folks.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Tracy, you be like, she ready. We ready.
Exactly.
Is that the takeover challenge? Let me see if I can do that on the beach.
Okay.
Right. But they're not ready.
Exactly.
Alrighty. So, on the menu tonight, since it's my birthday, I'm just gonna, you guys can just
Menu?
sit back.
Oh,
relax.
watch out now then. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell us what we
so,
got.
for the drinks, we're drinking on a mixed frozen martini. Well, I guess you can call it a wine-tini.
Yes.
It has white wine in it, and it's mixed with frozen pineapples and frozen strawberries, and a garnish of a pineapple on the side of the rim of the,
Good
from the rim
job.
of the
From the glass.
So it's like a frozen, what do you say, wine teeny?
Yeah.
Frozen wine
Teeny.
tasty
Yes.
tea. Yes.
I feel like I'm on the beach already.
Claim it.
I got
Alright.
beach on the brain.
And as well as that, for the food tonight, we have a chicken spaghetti.
That sounds so
Tasty. Yeah, chicken and spaghetti. You heard it here first, folks.
Holy crap.
As well as that, we have a nice fresh green salad with a dazzling lemon dressing. Tasty. Y'all don't seem too excited
Go
about
on, I'm waiting.
I'm looking at the
excited
table
about the
because it's covered
spaghetti.
up. So I'm
The
just
spaghettis.
I can't wait for them spaghettis.
Actually,
spaghettis.
I'm more interested in that liquor lollipop stand you have over
Okay,
there.
everybody's been
yeah.
trying to get that.
That's
girl.
the liquor lollipop stand.
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
21 shooters.
And we got the vegetables.
What's on it?
Fresh bell peppers and cucumbers.
What the hell?
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers.
That's some tickets.
I cannot with this lady tonight.
Fresh cucumbers with what? Red roasted hummus? What is it called? Red bell pepper roasted hummus?
Yeah, red pepper hummus or something.
Yeah, something to that effect. Tasty, I know. Are you guys excited for break
Yes.
time so we can
Yes.
eat?
Yes.
Is it ending already?
No,
No,
not yet.
I think too soon.
It might be time for a refill on the drinks though, because I keep hearing them straws go back and forth in them drinks.
Girl, it might be by the time you
Well,
start
that's
up.
why you're not supposed to have a straw, because you know.
You're drunk.
You just drink it
You
down.
drink more.
You
Well, I'm
drink
gonna
Well, mine
drink
is
this right
done.
now.
I already had 1.5, I think.
You did?
Oh, she already on water.
Wowzers.
I'm done. I am
Well, that's
so
what you
done.
do. It's a birthday party.
Right.
Yeah, it's a party.
It's my birthday. How you
It's a
gonna bring?
birthday.
Have y'all seen that one skit? How you gonna bring a birthday gift to my birthday party on my birthday? Have y'all seen that?
No, you
With Tyler
killed
the
me.
Creator?
Mm-mm.
They were like imitating the Real Housewives of Atlanta with Nene and Kim. That
Oh,
one
Lord,
episode they had.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna
I
have to show
watch
y'all
that.
later.
It's brainwashing.
Oh man. All right. So again, just in case you forgot, it's my birthday. And
Oh, Lord, how many times? Oh, I did the same thing on my birthday episode.
Oh,
We
all
turned
y'all
up.
did the same thing.
When I first turned 21, it was
We
all
was
about
doing
me.
shots
Yeah,
of
okay.
pajamas on Kim's
Exactly.
birthday.
Yeah, and it was real
We're
fun.
going to let you have it today.
thank you. I
Tonight.
appreciate that.
We're going to count how many
For
times
the
you
rest
say
of the
birthday.
month.
Mom?
I
No,
don't
your
know who
birthday is
celebrates for the
over.
rest of the
Listen,
month.
I have birthday months too. That's fine.
Thank you. Especially since I'm 21.
It's
Like
supposed to be a
what?
week.
Not especially in
7
general.
days.
Once
Right.
it's-
Today is the 13th, and your birthday was on the 4th. We're done.
7 days.
Says who?
Says me.
Yeah. Okay. Continue. We're doing this podcast right now, so it's all about me.
Someone get her another drink. I kind of like this side of her.
You do?
Go ahead, host.
Great.
Go
Don't
ahead.
tell me that.
Hostess with the mostest.
Thank you. We're on to the hot topics for the night. Are you guys ready for this?
If you start making them extra noises, we will be.
But this is me. It's my birthday, remember?
Oh, that's 2 times. I'm about to get a.
Do we have to take a shot every time she said?
No.
Shit,
No.
I'm glad we don't.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all
We
don't
would
need
be
it.
lit.
Why does she keep making that noise?
I do not know, but she needs to roll it on now.
I am, but I'm just letting you guys
Go.
enjoy my present since it's my birthday. Okay. So, we have a few hot topics for the night, but let's talk about, I got one that we should talk about first. Kiki, do you love me?
Oh my
Are
God,
you
I'm
riding?
so in love with that.
So you never ever leave
You
from
did too?
So
beside me?
just this morning though.
You just heard it this morning?
Yes. So here's what happened. I'll tell you my story.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I know it's been like going around and everyone's.
And then Latricia
I've seen
can go.
people like posting about like this whole challenge thing, and
Mhm.
I commonly do not
Follow that stuff.
follow that kind of stuff. So I don't know what the heck everybody's talking about.
And then you fell in love.
Somehow I always find out though.
Mhm.
I don't know how I always find out. And I even seen Sierra and her husband do that whole thing.
Yeah.
Still didn't get it.
Didn't
I
know.
still was not there. I was not with it. I seen Will Smith on top of the thing.
Doing it.
Still was not there. No, that's not what happened. Then I hear something. I like Drake. I just like Drake so much. I think we have like kindred spirits. And so I seen something about Drake and his new song and whatever. And then I was like, oh, Drake got a new song? Let me find out what this is. So I listened to the whole thing and I was like, this is like 4 in the morning, by the way, because I get up early. So I was like sitting there YouTubing it and I was like, oh, I really like the song. So then, of course, I send it to my favorite person at 4 in the morning. And I was like, oh, this is going to be my new favorite song. So now
That's what the whole thing
as
is
of
about.
today, it's my new favorite song.
So
And
now
it's-
you're going to be doing the challenge.
Go do the
no, I'm not
challenge.
doing the challenge.
Kiki. do
I
you
thought
love
about
me?
it, but I was like, then I seen this news channel people do it.
Yeah.
And,
They probably tore it down.
Everybody's on it.
Have
Yeah.
you did it yet?
No.
Will you?
Yes.
so what is exactly the
I
challenge?
tried that.
It's just a dance.
It's just a dance.
Yeah,
but who made the dance up?
Actually, it's a little.
It's not in
What's
the
his
video.
name? It's a guy from like upstate, like New York or something.
Oh,
He
you
actually did the
started
routine.
He started the routine.
So
the
it's
whole
just
dance.
like certain random
And so
steps.
it's his dance on Drake's song.
Okay.
So everybody's
So
doing that challenge.
Everybody's doing
So
that
when Will
challenge.
Smith climbed the thing in Tibet or something,
Yes,
I thought it was pretty amazing.
that was.
His is the
And
best, I think.
I was like,
But he
yo,
wasn't moving. His feet was too still.
No.
But you know what? He was
Yeah,
on
but-
that roof.
He was on the roof.
I was
would've
like-
been scared.
He was.
I literally was like, this song just took a whole nother element for me.
Yeah.
I want to climb a building in Tibet.
Okay, you go right
But
there.
My question is, who is Kiki?
Oh,
That-
I know.
Who is
that's how I
Kiki
learned.
and who is
That-
KP?
I can tell you.
Who?
I know all this now. Listen,
Oh.
this is how I learned because I heard the whole thing about the song. So the first thing was about a girl off of BET. The first name. She was a what was the first name? It was JT.
Kiki.
Oh, JT.
JT.
Do you love
So
me?
she is a girl that used to co-host on BET. I had the whole download on it. So that was her. And then JT and the other one, and Kiki, and the one he says right after that, who's that?
KP.
KP. Those are the girls that, so if you listen to the rap part, those are the rapper girls that do that rap part.
Oh, from City Girls.
Yeah, City Girls.
I'll show you what your nap was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So,
And then
what
there
is
was
the
some
name
other
of the
cuts in
challenge?
the
Is it
song.
because I call it Kiki? I don't know. What's
It's
the
the,
actual
Let's call it In My
The
Feelings.
In My Feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Y'all in
And
y'all.
the end of the song has 2 cuts from one of, what's the short guy with all the tattoos?
Lil Wayne.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. She said the short guy with all the tattoos.
Keeping it real.
All you
I
had
knew
to
one of y'all was gonna know if I said that.
do, all you had to do is say New Orleans. And we'll get it on.
Well, I didn't know that either, but him.
Oh my goodness.
There's a piece of his song put in there, and then there's a piece of what's the other song? See, the bad thing is that I don't know.
So once you heard Drake sing it, you really did your research.
Yes, she did. She probably
I'm a
did it all.
studier. I am a studier. You cannot let me find
No,
something interesting.
she's stalking you.
No, if I find
You're stalking him.
listen, if I find
And
some
pain
interest,
poppy, you
I
better watch
secretly stalk anybody who pays any type of attention to Drake. Yes.
Okay.
There's this girl who's been out there. Her name is oh gosh, I have to look her up. See, I forget names all the time. But there's a girl out here. She used to do Drake cover songs all the time. And beautiful girl, has a beautiful voice. And she used to say, like, singing her song to Drake so Drake would pay attention to her. And he never did, unfortunately. But she still tried to make her own music, and she's still a beautiful soul. But yeah, I used to watch her all the time because she was...
She like Drake.
Yeah.
She was local from Arizona?
No. Gosh, I'll have to look her up because I love her little spirit. But I feel like Drake missed out on that.
He'll
All
get
the
back
other
to it.
stuff.
I'm going to call him up.
He catches on too.
So you said you will do the challenge, and you say you will do it. Nikē, you gonna do a
Probably
version?
not.
You're not.
Nike. Oh, I mean Nikē.
I said Nikē.
No, I accidentally said Nike.
She tried to irritate me because her name is spelled Nikē.
What I was a little confused at first.
But it has a little thing over it, but it's pronounced
I
Nikē.
told her
Yeah, but when
everybody
I
get
was
confused.
confused at first. So
That guy
I
you
always
did
was
that
trying to
interview with said the same thing.
I was like, why do they call her that?
Why
Why do they call her Nike?
No, but I got her name. No, but I got her name from work. I had a lady on the phone, and she said her name was Nikē. And I said, spell it for me.
She gets so
said
confused.
Nikē. I was like, oh, I like that.
That's Nikē.
Put it on the side. And so when I had my baby, I put her middle name as Nikē.
Well, I kind of thought maybe it was like a nickname because maybe she was like a tomboy and she kind of like played basketball, and then that was just like, Nike.
No, Nikē.
She
Going to
gets
prom with Spalding?
Oh, that's one of my favorite movies.
Mine too, actually.
Mine too.
I guess it's everybody's favorite movie. But it's my most favorite ever movie ever since it's my birthday.
Okay.
What?
Love
If
and
you don't move
basketball.
on to the next topic, and
I am. Dang, it's my birthday. Remember.
okay, that's about 5 or 6.
I got this. Remember. I got.
See, her drink is all the way empty.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
noticed that.
I was about to eat the strawberry seeds, but then I was like,
They're not going to give you a
She said the
buzz.
seeds at the bottom.
It's not like soaking cherries and Hennessy.
ooh, that sounds like a good
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
Don't give her
Yeah,
any
that's
ideas, please.
Oh, they used to be I didn't never drink Hennessy, but I would eat cherries that were soaked in Hennessy.
I had some soaked in what is that? Moonshine. It was good.
That was all.
She said help us all
Speaking
Jesus.
of drinks, let's go around the table and we're gonna all speak on our favorite drink combination.
We can start with Latricia.
Her name is Spicy Tea.
Oh, but she never
Spicy.
introduced herself as that, did she?
Yes,
You've already
did.
Nikē did.
Well, she needs to say this spicy tea
Hey,
on the
hey,
night.
hey, this is Spicy Tea on the mic. How you doing?
Keeping it spicy.
So my favorite drink. Can we have 2?
Sure, why not? You're the guest.
All right. So it kind of depends on the mood and the setting, like what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So my most favorite, like when I'm out and about, I'll do the Crown Apple and Sprite. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes my ultimate most favorite drink is Hennessy, but I don't want to be like, she the hood one, she the hood. So when I'm out and about, hide the hoodness.
Just start soaking your cherries
And
in it.
that's
nobody
it.
will have to know.
But my most favorite is Hennessy and Coke. But so when I'm at home chilling with the family,
It's Hennessy.
it's Hennessy and Coke. When I'm out and about, it is Crown Apple and Sprite. And,
I haven't tried it with Sprite.
and if you
Catch you on a good day.
catch me on a good day trying to turn up, it's that Avion.
I never even
It's
heard of that.
tequila.
I've never heard of that.
It's young
It's
tea.
actually a very
he sold
good,
it.
clean version of
It's
tequila.
very good. It's
Really?
like
I
you can just
I
put it
can't
on
drink a lot of
ice.
tequilas, but that tequila actually.
You
I
put it
have
on
not
ice and you get some little
Maybe
limon packages all
I
day
gotta
long.
try
I've
it.
never tried that.
All day long.
It's good. Well, even with Sprite.
Yeah.
And a little
That's
lime.
good.
So since Spicy had 2, can I say my 2?
Sure thing, honey bunches.
And mine is actually no. I actually like doing. I like Patron shots, and then I like even doing Crown Apple shots. Those are the ones I would pick if I had my choice.
Shots, but
Yeah.
what about drinks?
That's the drink. I make it.
Have
to
you
a
ever
drink.
had a Crown Apple martini?
No.
We made one before.
Yeah, we had one, but I even like crown apple on the rocks too. It's good.
Yeah,
on
I
the
like crown apple martinis. They're my favorite.
So mine would be, if I'm chilling at home, it would be a white wine on the sweeter side.
Prosecco?
It's
I'm not doing
Prosecco.
with you.
It's Prosecco.
And then if I'm like, I ain't turning up like spicy over there. But if I'm at a family barbecue,
a Q,
it would be honey jack lemon and then like lemonade.
Oh yeah.
And then now if I want to turn up after the barbecue,
After the Q.
it'll be some Patron shots for me.
That's a whole lot of prayers right there.
Tequila goes with everything.
Girl, them Patron shots, girl, they keep you right.
You can switch it up. You can drink.
And you can drink it with wine too.
yeah.
Like you can take shots
You
and
can
then
take-
drink
yeah.
wine. Girl.
I cannot. But
What's yours?
so when I'm dieting,
Mm-hmm.
my favorite drink is citron and soda with a lime. And back in the day when I did really
Turn up.
could drink you under the table,
Mm-hmm.
it was Tokyo tea.
What is that?
So I knew you were gonna say that, so I looked up the ingredients for you.
Oh, she's fast with it.
So Tokyo tea is kind of like a Long Island, except for it's better,
Mm-hmm.
and it's green, and it looks like a little like Ninja Turtle drink.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 1 ounce of vodka, 1 ounce of rum, 1 ounce of tequila, 1 ounce of gin, 1 ounce of hold on. 1 ounce of triple sec, 2.5 ounces of sweet and sour mix, 1 ounce of lemon lime soda, 1 ounce of melon liqueur, and garnish with lemon slices and cherries.
Y'all don't make
No,
that
we
at
have to
home.
try that.
Do not make that at
We
home.
might have to try that.
So in San Francisco, that was like, when I lived in San Francisco, that was like the drink. So when I moved to Arizona, you have to like always have a bartender look it up because Arizona, people don't, we drink Long Island iced tea. So this is like a juicier, sweeter version of Long Island.
That's a turn up tea.
Man.
What's yours, Nikē? You ain't got nothing yet. You
Yeah, I
just
do.
turned 21.
So, like, if I'm hanging with my family, it's a 40.
A 40 of what?
A 40
A
yeah,
40 of what?
A 40 of what?
Do you know
Almond
the
milk.
names?
You gotta be more specific.
Yeah.
Beer in a brown bag from the corner store.
What kind
I
of
need you to be
Are
more
you drinking
specific.
A Mad
Cold-
Dog
cold-
20.
That's not a
That's
beer.
not a 40.
Colt
Are you
45.
talking about an old English?
That's how we
Yeah.
know she lying. But did you hear me? I need you to be more Pacific. Like Pacific
Did
Ocean.
you say Mad Dog 2020?
Right, where you
It's
getting
not
that
Mad.
40?
It's not Mad Dog.
What is it?
Morgan Davis 2020.
Oh, yeah, I found that out. Yep.
Oh, so it's
I
not
never
called
knew
Mad
that.
Dog.
No, it's not.
Oh,
That
that's just a
MD
nickname.
stands for. Remember, I read it off to you one
Us
night.
folks
I
just
thought it
don't
was Mad
research,
Dog.
Yeah.
so we just called it Mad Dog.
And it's not.
Because you probably was acting like a mad dog after you.
I thought that's called Mad Dog.
No, it's not.
I used to
I
drink
had
the red one
researched
all
it,
the
and I was
time.
reading it
When
to
I was
him.
13, I used to do.
I've never had it before.
Me, I'm
Oh,
scared
yeah,
of
that
it.
was
I'm scared.
Mad Dog and Smirnoff was what we used to sneak
Yeah.
and get.
And I bet you will not touch it today.
Never.
Yeah.
You couldn't get me if
I
it
fell
was
out one time out of a car in the drive-thru, drinking that. Like literally fell out of a car. Like
I was crying.
boom.
I never had
Sitting
it.
on some stairs crying.
Now, Cisco, Navarre, have you heard
Cisco,
Nikē?
yeah.
Nikē, have you heard of Cisco?
The artist?
Girl, don't. If anybody say they got Cisco at their party,
Do not
do not
go.
Turn around. If you there, turn around.
We're gonna have a Cisco party. We gotta
Girl,
introduce you to all the
It's
stuff you
so
should not have.
Should not have.
Yeah, but you know it's weird how these young ones are because I knew about that in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
What about Cisco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know until I was like 20.
Oh no.
Wow.
I grew up over here. Remember? No.
Yeah. So what else? What else? Just tell
So
the
while
truth.
I'm at home, I'll have a crown apple and apple juice.
Yeah, that's good.
Are you
Since
serious?
last week.
Okay.
Oh, no, since like a couple years ago.
Yeah. No, she
say that.
she had a little taste.
Yeah. At my party, we had some. We was sneaking some.
But she is always around family, so.
Yeah, so I'm great.
Now, I don't know about that 40 she's on. I ain't never seen her turn up no 40.
I used to drink a 40 when I was like, hey, I did, y'all know.
It's a corner store right around the corner. I'm almost tempted to go buy
Listen.
you one and see
Wait,
you turn
yeah.
it
Oh,
up.
no. Girl,
You know
we should have
what,
brought
though?
her a 40.
We should.
Because I did used to drink 40s when I was like probably like 17, 18.
You only need just that, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
I used to throw up. 140, I was done, and I would throw up every single time.
With a bad headache, huh?
With a bad headache the next day.
Wasn't it
Like,
old
what happened to
English
my life?
everybody used to
Mine
drink?
was
They have them in everything now.
Mine was, what was the one with that? Because I still remember the label.
With the green label?
Nope, it was like blue and gray, and it had like a pit bull on it or some type of dog on it.
Oh
Oh, I
my
remember
goodness,
that,
that's the
but I-
21.
That was mine right right there.
It was silver and blue?
It was like silver.
It was
and
silver.
blue,
I know
had a
exactly. It
dog
had
on
a, like a, I don't know if it was
Like
a
a
dog
bulldog.
or a bull.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it.
I don't either, but that was my 40.
Made you turn into a pit bull?
Well, I'm sure I turned a whole. I was only like 17, 18 years old, so I'm sure I turned a whole lot of things.
That's wild.
Oh, goodness.
Gosh, okay. Speaking of the 90s, right? I have some menses
Omar Epps will be mine.
from the 90s. I have a few that y'all can choose from, right? That would be your 90s crush, and I'm gonna
But
list
would
them.
they be our crush now or back on the
Back
90s?
in the 90s,
Okay, gotcha.
right?
So this is
old
all
enough.
because you were born in the 90s, right?
Yeah, we can say that.
Spicy
Okay.
said she wasn't old
I
enough.
wasn't old enough.
Well, you still had a crush on
Yeah,
somebody.
I did. I had a crush on Harry the Henderson and Howard the Duck.
He did have a big old butt now with the duck.
What, you was looking at his cake?
No. That's all I wanted to look at, though.
Well, you're going to have to go first now.
Right. Okay. So we have Mr. Denzel Washington for one.
He was never one for me.
Boris Kojo.
He was definitely one.
Morris Chestnut.
He
We
didn't
get one or
he
two.
didn't get sexy till after the 90s.
You shitting me?
Ricky!
You shitting me?
Yeah, you
We
right.
get one or two.
You can pick two.
cute.
I have a few more
So
though.
you already said my two.
Will Smith, Mackay Pfeiffer,
You know, in the 90s, he was handsome.
fine,
He
yes.
was. Yeah.
Jamie Foxx,
No.
Mr. Omar Epps.
Yeah, Omar Epps.
Omar.
I got two
Denzel.
more though for y'all: Lorenz Tate and Shamar Moore.
Shamar Moore is on there. Lorenz Tate, he still looked like he's 16.
Yeah, he still was fun. You get, no, those
He's
are too many
handsome,
good
but
choices.
not fine.
Y'all
Can
got
we
it?
do three?
No,
I got
two. That's
two.
gonna take too long.
Can I
Okay,
get
Lakeisha, you got to do your two.
I'm going to go with Boris. Shamar Moore, and...
Only two.
Oh, well, hold on. I got to go back to the chocolate one. I can't be all team like
You
skin.
forgot Mackay Pfeiffer?
I'm gonna go with Boris and Mackay.
Mackay Pfeiffer.
Okay, mine will be Omar Epps and Denzel.
Wait, can I get a replay of
Yeah,
this?
I'll give you the list right now. Okay, I'm gonna give her the list. So, Mr. Denzel Washington for one, Boris Kojo, Morris Chestnut, Will Smith, Mackay Pfeiffer, Jamie Foxx, Omar Epps, Lorenz Tate, and Shamar Moore.
Oh, how many can I get?
Two.
Oh, I'm good on that whole list. Denzel and Morris.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You do.
Why did that make sense? Hold up.
Enlighten me a
Why that
little.
makes sense?
You know what? You're going to not sit by me no more tonight. We'll have to switch you and spicy out over there.
Why?
Because you just took my two men.
No. Well, I'm fine with the man I got, so you can have them. I'm just
Well, see,
saying.
I can't
No,
like
this is in the
Omar
90s.
Epps.
You got to go back to the 90s.
Oh, we was gonna fight in the 90s.
I can't like Omar Epps because he reminds me of my brother.
No, he don't.
No, you don't.
My brother.
You think so?
It's so funny. Listen, it's not all Omar Epps. He looks like a mixture of Omar Epps and Cassidy slapped together.
I do
I
agree.
see-
I
I can
do
see Omar
agree,
Epps.
Omar, but then it made me mad because I'm like, I can't be looking at him. Your brother, because
So that's
I like
why
Omar.
I can't.
So that's why I say he don't look like him.
Okay. And see, me, I can't like Omar
Yeah.
because he favors him.
Yeah, and see.
He don't look like him.
Yeah, but
But
I
he
know
does,
favors him.
especially those eyelashes and stuff, yes. So I guess I have to stay with my two, and then in the 90s, me and Tracy
Who are your
had battle.
two?
Me and Tracy had
Can you
battle.
repeat yourself, please?
Mine is going to be Morris Chestnut and Denzel Washington.
So mine would be Mr. Omar Epps and Mr. Omar Epps.
You got two
Really?
chocolate
So
dogs.
you liking your cousin?
No, what are you talking about?
She always come up with some random stuff.
No, because she said that reminds her.
Yeah,
But
like
it
that.
her. It
You
reminds
asked
her.
me back then, it probably just would have been Denzel.
Duh.
Yeah,
Well, you could have had him too then back then.
Yeah, because Denzel.
He would have been a
just
Chester
always
molester though, right?
yeah, I like Denzel.
I wonder if he would have. But now that I'm grown, no.
Who comes up with this stuff? I'm so done with life. I'm good on the drinks for the night.
Oh, she's good.
She's turning down drinks.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah, until she get her 40, shorty.
Right.
So
I'm
do they like deliver? You know?
40s?
Yeah, because
1 week. We
saying-
are in the 2018, but I don't think they be delivering no 40s.
Oh, my
Well, they do have that grocery.
Yeah, I got Instacart and they
just-
deliver
yeah.
everything for me.
I'm done. Well,
I don't gotta go
They're
nowhere,
40.
girl. I can see all
Nigga,
my
how much is the upcharge?
They don't. If you spend over $30, they don't charge you.
Oh,
So how many 40s did we buy?
I thought I sent,
So
I
we
thought I
need to use
sent
that
y'all
for one of
the
our
Insta-
podcasts.
I thought I sent you the link so I could get $5.
What?
So you can spend $25.
So they'll bring in like anything you ask for?
Yeah, you just order it and then somebody like it's kind of like an Uber thing, and somebody
You
will.
know, I think she did.
That Hub Grub thing.
I sent you. I know I sent
Do
you.
you guys pick it up or they bring it to you?
Hub Grub, Hub Grub. Whatever. I would say it wrong.
It's not Grubhub. It's
It's
Instacart.
No, I'm saying it's similar.
Oh yeah. It's like they go to a restaurant, except for these people go to the grocery store, and you can tip them on the app and everything, so you don't got to be weird about anything. And then they just spend it like, thank you. So I do it for the kids all the time because I'm busy, so they be home and I be like, yo.
So if you order Depends or something like that, they'll grab
I'm
them.
done. I'm done with
They
this.
get your pregnancy test, condoms, tampons.
That's why.
Yeah, they shop for you.
Imagine waiting for a condom.
It's not.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Hold on, baby. Wait a minute.
Hold on, baby. Hold
We
on,
gotta
baby.
order some.
She over there squirming around. Okay, hold on, baby. Few more minutes, baby. Just
You know what? There are hotels that the concierge will bring the condoms up. So if you run out, they'll bring them up.
watch her now.
I don't want to say I
Spicy
knew
tea.
that. You
You
know.
ready?
I'm just keeping it real over here.
Wait, Spicy T knew about it. That's why I need it.
You ever been on vacation?
Look,
You learn
she
real
ready. She ready.
I'm ready. Stay ready.
Ain't gotta get ready.
Right.
Man. All right. So
I'm just saying the concept has been around for quite some time.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
sometimes. Okay. So two of the next two topics that we have for the night are sponsored by Melanin Media.
Shout out Melanin
Media.
I've been having too many martinis.
Right. Man, okay, so the first one is Cardi B and Offset had their baby, right? The name is Culture Kiari Cephas?
I don't know.
Yeah, that is.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
So who you will let Nancy go first this time?
Cephas, not like syphilis,
Oh, okay.
Cephas. So what you think about that name?
And the culture is spelled with a K, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Well, I don't think that we should have expected anything outside of
Different.
out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
And these celebrities get all the money and they feel like they got something to prove by naming their baby something way out of their spirit. That's fine.
I actually like the name.
Repeat it for me
different.
again.
Culture. Her middle name is fine. She can't choose her last name.
I even like the way they spelled the first name.
Is
Spell
it
it for
a girl?
Kimmy.
Yeah, it's a girl. Culture. Kulture.
Okay.
Kiari.
Okay.
Cephas. She
That's
can't choose
just,
her
that's
last
her
name.
last name.
She can't choose that.
Oh, okay. It's different.
They gonna call her KK.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
that bad.
KK, do you love me?
There you go, Drake.
Yeah, I like the middle name better than the first name, but it's they gonna do what they gonna do.
It's to each his own.
Yeah.
What you think?
I mean-
I keep wanting to call you Sassy B and she out tonight.
Sassy B.
Okay, but no, it's spicy tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with.
I'm put a chili pepper over there by you.
I'm with Trace. It's I don't expect anything normal anymore. So,
It is what it is.
It is what it
what would
is.
happen if we all went around and started naming our children Charles and Stacy
That's
and
boring.
Stephanie
Yeah.
and Melissa and
Yeah.
that's just
Sound like too much like right.
I feel like there's other meanings though behind.
Those
always.
names, me too.
I mean,
Especially with that culture, I feel like she struggles with her culture.
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure there's definitely some history behind that.
behind why she didn't do that.
Yeah.
What you think, Nikē?
Yeah, I think it's.
And mixing the cultures.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it's very, very, very different. But Twitter is. You can rely on them.
They're not so nice.
For some laughs. And they said if you say her name like 3 times too fast, it sounds like you casting a spell on somebody.
Say, oh,
I'm not about to say it.
Culture.
No, I think they mean
Not
the
like
whole
her whole name.
Oh, I
culture.
wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah,
for
it's a
sure.
real tongue twister. So
And they'll never let you down on a joke.
yeah,
Right.
They don't give her a
Twitter
nickname.
will never let you down.
KK.
Cole.
I mean, that's like when everybody,
Colt.
when
Colt 45.
Jay Z and Beyonce had Blue Ivy.
It's different.
And then I watched a whole Illuminati video about her name and where it came from and all that. So, you know, what are you gonna?
Look at Kim Kardashian. What's her 3 kids' names?
Saint, North, and what's the other?
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know the last one was Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago West, Saint West, and Northwest.
Well, you know.
Different.
Her kids shouldn't get lost.
They sure won't.
They won't
But
be
here's
lost.
the deal. Again, I'm gonna say this. I think I always say this. When this is just a mindset. When you have ridiculous amounts of money, your thought of someone judging what you're gonna, it's more spiritual for you. You're like, you know, I have all this money. I have no worries in the world.
Right.
To me, it's a spiritual guidance thing. Whatever my connection is to. So God bless those children's souls because their parents decided to get spiritual in their names, and you know, we'll see what comes of it.
Yeah.
They might grow up and take their mommy's money and change their name.
But I think you get used to it, like you said, with Kanye West kids. It's just, and Jay-Z's daughter. You get used to it after a while.
Yeah.
But Blue might grow up and want to be purple, so.
True story.
You just never know.
She's like,
They
why I
will
gotta be
support
blue?
it.
Why I gotta be blue?
Change her whole birth
I mean,
certificate.
look at Jada and Will's kids.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
sure turned into something, didn't they?
Jaden,
She
Willow.
said
Jaden is on this. Oh, I mean,
That's
but
pretty
Willow.
normal.
But Willow.
Because we thought that was weird, and now
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just used to it.
Yeah.
What, Willow?
That's what happens. People kids name Apple and stuff. All kind of crazy.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
What time were they born? That's their name.
1, 2, 3.
Basically.
9:56 p.m.
First, middle, and last.
Yeah, there it is. 9:56 p.m. Rogers.
Exactly.
That's what they do nowadays.
Yeah, they just go with whatever the spirit says because a lot of these people, reality is a lot of these people, they, you know, came into some money they didn't have before, and so they feel the spiritual connection to just attaching something to their beliefs or whatever it is,
Or
and,
being different.
or
Just
being
trying to be
different and just wanting to, you know, I'm not going to be like everybody else. I'm going to, you know, name my baby. I'm going to give them a different chance or a different story or whatever, and they just putting their faith in something random.
And then if you think about it, by the time those kids get older, all those kids are going to have weird names in that generation.
You know, my son has a weird name.
What is your son's name?
That son's name is Kameu.
That's not.
See?
It sounds like
It's Hawaiian.
It's
Yeah.
African.
That's what I'm
actually.
thinking. African.
That's
Yeah.
not weird.
But when people hear his name or they want to try to say it or, you know, and people used to give me grief like, oh, they gonna call him this and they gonna call him. My cousins used to call him Mayo because he was so bright, you know. They'd be like, oh, here come Mayo. Or then they called him Cam or they called him, but it actually means quiet warrior. So that's
And
the
that's
reason
exactly what he is, huh?
But that was, you know, in my spirit that I wanted my son to have,
Right.
you know, that name. So again, that's what you related to. Some of that's in your spirit at the time.
All right, on to the last topic brought to us by Melanin Media. We have a Phoenix native, Miss Antoinette Cawley.
Yeah.
Yeah, she puts urban, well, she is putting Urban AZ on the map.
On the map.
Yeah.
She was featured on the Shade Room about within a 2-week span. I want to say the Shade Room, and she was on Revolt.
Oh,
I didn't know she was on
Instagram the other day. I checked that out. Yeah.
And we had her on our show before.
Yeah, she had her on
yeah.
our show. So
Shout out to you,
we're on the
Antoinette.
wave. Yes. Her artwork is dope though.
It
isn't
is nice.
Yeah, she was actually gonna do Tink, and
Oh.
Yeah.
she had, but Tink, I had took her hair down or something. It was different, and then Tink was too light. That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
But she said she'll keep her in mind for something else.
Oh, cool.
That's good. She's such a sweetheart, though.
She really
Have you
is.
heard of her before?
No, I haven't.
No, yeah. She's a local artist, and she's pretty dope. We got to show you some of
You
her
probably
work.
saw
I
it on the
heard
Shade
the
Room.
last one that just came out was the little,
Migos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did the Migos, but in a little girl's version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really dope. You
That
gotta
was
check
the one
it
that
out.
she was looking for.
And I mean, like Navarre said, within 2 weeks, she just kind of
Yeah.
like
Shot
going
up.
that.
Super dope.
And she's very humble and sweet too.
She's very talented.
Very talented.
You were at the episode, right, that we did with her?
No, I wasn't. I never met
Oh,
her.
you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I didn't meet her.
That's cool.
But even, we went to my workshop that we did, and that gentleman who actually I found out later is like in the Arizona State Senate. Yeah, so even he knew who she was.
Yeah,
Remember?
exactly. Because we just interviewed her the day before that. Yeah.
Right. She's super dope. So shout out to you, Miss Antoinette, and all the things that you got going on.
Yes,
Shout out,
definitely.
Keep
girlfriend.
shining.
Okay.
Keep on shining.
All right, we are gonna take a quick break and go munch on some of this chicken spaghetti. You know, it's my birthday.
And it's your
We'll talk
birthday?
to you in a
Oh,
second.
just gonna say. And it's what?
I beat you. My birthday. Ha.
This is a game, but I'm spitting facts. My middle name Bougie, so you know it's rap. Bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang. Got 2 necklaces from Tiffany's. My ice 10 times, you know it's rain. You better back up before you get got. I'ma knock you with my rose gold wristwatch. Y'all think this is a game, but I'm spitting facts. My middle name Bougie, so you know it's rap. Yeah, double C's on my eyes, so I'm seeing clear. Just left the dealership, I'm a swerving stare. On the loop 202, and I'm heading near you. What? Okay, I might just pull up in the Accord, but don't worry, got the X3 keys in the door. What more can y'all even ask for? Fan first, pie son, sitting pretty, we on, yeah, we about to be litty on the moon, and we got new work coming real soon. And as for you, you should have been on, cause we about to take over the whole damn zone. We doing this as a team, so we all about to be flashy, what bling bling. Right, get it, but back to me. 800 on some bundles, that's nothing. A stack on some shoes, that's nothing. I know it's something to you, so why are y'all fronting? Got 3 jobs, so you know your girl be hustling. I really just like nice stuff, so
We are back from break, ladies and gentlemen.
And we are having this.
Put that close to the mic so they can hear you pour.
I'm
She's
pouring
pouring her
the first shot of the night.
Woo-hoo.
That's enough.
No, fill it all the way up.
You gotta
can't,
put
my
it to the top.
stomach hurts.
You 21, you ain't got no choice.
Okay, let's go.
There you go.
Who want this? You want this?
Give it to Latricia.
Don't poke yourself in the eye. Okay, I'm taking my first shot. You know, I really have a shaky hand, so don't watch.
Just go real
You better not
fast.
shake on
Don't
that.
watch the glass.
You want a
please.
lemon or something?
No, I'm a G.
You got this?
She can eat that
I'm
pineapple.
a G. All right. So I'm taking my first shot on air legally.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous for you.
It came out of a shooter, but we put it in a shot glass. You know. So you know, I'm doing big girl things on my
Watch
21st
out now.
birthday. Listen to me drink this. 1, 2, 3, go.
All the way, all the way back.
All the way.
It's
Now
not
you're a
bad, is
big
it?
girl.
Now you official.
That was great.
Yeah, that's
How do you
straight.
feel?
Burning your chest.
My stomach feel kind of low.
At least the glass was pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
that was
counts.
good.
At least you drink out of a pretty
Look
glass.
at you.
Yeah, eat that pineapple.
Yeah.
This is acidic.
For real.
We all heard that.
Yeah, I bet y'all heard that. All right. Are y'all ready?
We ready.
How was the food? How was the chicken spaghetti for
It
those
was-
for the doubters?
It was awesome. Who's doubting?
No, I ain't saying that.
I enjoyed my
I never
chicken
doubted
spaghetti.
anything. It was delicious.
She,
I'm
but
from
you
the
told her what I
names.
said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wasn't doubting it.
you called yourself out. I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
Well, I only told her, so I figured she told you.
We like this.
We're all like this.
Yeah, exactly. We all like this.
So what you say? You never tasted chicken spaghetti?
I had never heard of it, and when she told me the ingredients, it sounded disgusting to me, but it was good.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to like catfish and spaghetti.
Yeah, it was really good.
Catfish. Catfish.
Show us his catfish. Let me find out you catfishing people with your meals.
No, I don't do that.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, I just turned 21, and
And it's your birthday.
Nobody knows that.
It's your birthday.
yep, it is my birthday.
So you need to pep it up.
I am pepping it up. That kind of pepped me down a little bit though, but okay. I'm 21, so for all of you guys in the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel that I'm really 21, or am I 21 going on a certain other age? And I want you guys to all give that age.
We're going to let Latricia go first.
That I'm 20, like how it's, what is it, 13 going on 30?
Yeah,
Like
okay,
that.
so like that.
Well, I've been waiting for this moment forever. As you know, you are my boo-boo. But I feel like you are 21 going on 12. Just because you are my boo-boo. And I don't want to see you grow up.
Aww.
Oh, how
sweet.
Sentimental. That is
Tracy?
sweet.
I'm gonna go with that too, because I just wasn't ready for the whole 21 thing. I felt like, Navarra, she's so sweet. She's
I don't know who she rides.
drinking, and just call me if you need a ride. I will come get you.
Thank you.
Even if it's on the other side of town, I will come.
Thank you.
I'm gonna second that motion because I was gonna say that 21 going on 12.
I am in.
But wait, I have a 2-part to this. Only because you look like
Yeah, you do look good.
And then my second part is 21 going on 35 because you're mentally. So mine is a 2-part answer.
Okay.
Mine would be the second part of T to the E's, I think.
21 going on
21,
35.
yeah, because you think you run everything
Or
around
40.
here. You think you paying all the bills and
I
running
do.
everything.
I
So,
do.
yeah. You do?
Yeah.
How much is light bill this month?
She don't even know.
Water bill.
What is a light bill?
Exactly.
That was what that face said.
We pay that?
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
I really did know how much it was, but I just didn't feel like saying it.
She probably do because she knows.
Exactly. She know, but she ain't paying.
Right?
I don't know. What do you mean light bill?
Like, what? Okay, so now I have another question for you guys. Like, yeah, this is a question. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I want
Are you having a side conversation with somebody else?
Her and that shot.
Her and that
$3.
Alright, so what's your favorite memory with me? Let's all go.
We can start with Tracy this time.
Dang, y'all just put her on Front Street?
No, because we kind of trying to switch off with them.
I'm gonna say my favorite memory is with you and Tink being the Doublemint twins.
Oh, when they had the hair
I
the
had
same?
the braids.
Because
That
Tink
was
swear you're
cute.
her cousin for the rest of your life. Like she's like,
Aw.
when am I gonna see my cousin again?
She's so sweet.
And we gonna have
So
braids. Ooh, goodness.
Exactly.
You go with Tricia because I got some. Yeah.
I know.
You got a lot,
I have
too.
a lot too. How about that time when we was working in the smoke shop?
The baseline red killer.
Wait, let her.
But that was with her, not me.
But you was there.
Okay, elaborate.
It was all of us because we all had a plan. We were gonna attack him. Like we all had a plan. We thought the baseline killer was walking into the smoke shop because he fit the description. He had the dress, he had the fisherman hat on. And I mean, like, we started planning. He went to the back. We tossed we had the mace. We were arguing over who was going to engage with him first. We ended up turning out being a good dude. So we told him, like, we thought you was a baseline killer.
Okay,
so he ended up taking the hat off.
But we was ready.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know. I have so many. I can't even think of one.
I have one. I remember one time I had some wine and I let her take a tiny sip.
How old was she? Can you remember?
Probably like
16.
No, I was younger than that.
No, you wasn't that young. You had to be
Yes, I
15 or 16.
Probably like 14.
She swear she was drunk and she looked out the window. The police came out talking about, oh, I can't go out there. I'm like, the police is not gonna mess with you. She just barely tasted it. She thought she was drunk.
Oh my goodness.
That's
I
the
don't
first
know. I
thing
have
that
so
popped
many.
up.
I can't even think. I don't know. I've had so many, and she's such a clown.
You would think so.
Let me say one more though. She was the only one that knew where the snacks was at Grandma's house.
And she would help y'all find it.
She was like, I want to go take a nap with you and let's eat some of them snacks that's up under the pillow.
I guess mine would just be kind of like when she got into her stage of kind of fooling people. Like she'll tell somebody something and everybody eyes be like, for real? And just believe her, and then she'll crack up laughing. And she got me until she probably turned, about 18?
20.
Well, maybe 20.
Yeah,
because it's always funny stuff, but it's so many. But that one stands out the most.
If y'all got seconds, y'all can go around and say another memory. Or like with a funny story with me. I want to hear you guys. I want to hear you guys talk about me.
Aww.
It's so many, though. It's so hard to think.
Okay, we did the one about the drinking.
Dang, I must not be that memorable.
No, this one I can't. Oh, when you and Justin.
I was
watching it.
I knew y'all was gonna say that. I knew y'all.
Oh
was gonna
yeah.
say that.
So one night, her cousin Justin room spending the night. And they was in the living room chilling. It's like, I got up to go do something. I'm like, why are they so quiet? I said, something's not right. Mm-hmm. So I took the remote control and hit previous channel.
Was gonna bring this
them
up.
suckers was looking at some nasty stuff. I said, oh no, Justin. No, yeah, her and Justin. Who was the ringleader? Probably both of them.
Yeah, probably both of us.
Some said go in there and take the remote. And I didn't think about it until I was in the kitchen. Some said get that remote and go see what they're watching.
And it was and you just hit.
And that year we were supposed to go to the fair the next day.
They ain't gonna know damn well. Not on my clock watching them nasty movies. I was like appalled. I'm like, not Navarre. No.
How old was she?
Too damn young. They were like 7, 8, huh?
Yeah, they were young.
That was so long ago.
Yeah.
You ain't know that story?
I locked that
You
TV
never
down. I was too embarrassed and so hurt.
Didn't tell nobody.
I ain't tell nobody. I just locked
I
locked the TV. They couldn't see no more of that stuff.
Oh, it's funny now, like laughing back at it. Because when I was younger, when you used to tell people, I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, why is she saying this?" But now it's just so funny.
I was so embarrassed.
So she knew what sex was at 7 or 8.
I don't think I was 7 or 8. I think I was a tiny bit older than that.
I don't know what the hell you
really
was, but I was mad as hell.
I was away at college, so.
So this is something she told everybody.
Not everybody.
I think because Justin got in trouble.
So that's how she
yeah.
figured out.
That's how it
That
happened.
was funny.
I was just like, you gotta be kidding me.
I feel like.
And then too, Granny had one. I remember she was watching you, and she's like, my daddy said if somebody mess with me, my mom would kick him in the balls. I'm like, I don't remember telling this girl this stuff. And then remember she used to
told me that.
every time Granny used to say, what time your mama get off? 2:00.
Everything was
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock.
Did you really get off at 2?
I think I was.
At one point I was getting off at 2.
Sometimes she did.
But you were such a good girl, so.
Not just watching
Other than them damn nasty pornos.
I feel like y'all done probably. I heard stories about y'all before too.
No, because HBO back then we didn't have it, so the lines was squiggly.
So we had to.
Greg, we didn't get caught up.
We was trying to look between the lines.
We was on. They was humpback.
Yours is better than ours.
Yeah, they had a line, and so we couldn't get it. You had the extra channel.
We was risk getting in trouble for nothing though.
No, but Grandma was in the room. She couldn't catch us fast enough. We was already ready. It was me, Greg, and I remember Chanel. And
all of us did.
No, but y'all went to go see that Smokey Robinson concert that night, and we supposed to go trick or treat, and we was mad, but we ended up trying to watch.
We was yelling out. We ain't got no candy.
Yeah.
Wait, go ahead. Tell what happened. I want to hear this story.
That's it.
They went to go see not Lionel Richie, but Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson. I guess they got to see him in the elevator or something. Which they were supposed to come back so we can go trick or treat. They left us hanging for that little wrinkle up ass.
You, Chanel, and Greg.
Yeah, and then my grandma was in the room, and we was just trying to watch
the gonna get they horny movies.
We wasn't getting no treats, so we was gonna trick. Get some tricks, but that TV screen wasn't working. Remember Jean Paul in them little yellow underwear?
No.
Speaking of underwear, when your daddy came running out of here.
With that
Put a gun.
Y'all ain't gonna elaborate.
No, we're not elaborating.
I ain't gonna elaborate.
It's all about you, Nikē.
Oh gosh, but he funny, so. All right. Any other stories that you guys have to? Cause T to the E, you ain't even being specific.
I know, cause there's so many. I can't think. If I think of one, I'll bring it back up.
If y'all can see me rolling my eyes right now.
You always rolling them.
I remember too when her and Justin used to go skating at the skate ring. She used to want these white skates because she thought she was what's the new She always had to get a new outfit, and I'm my butt taking her to go get a new outfit every time.
We went to Wet Seal a couple times. I remember that.
It was the new.
Because I always rocked the new. Exactly. Man. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10. Wait. What question was I going? Hold on. Oh yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10.
That shot
how
kicking in.
funny do you think I am?
How funny?
Yeah.
I think let me go with that. You're freaking hilarious.
1 to 10.
Oh shoot, 1 to 10. I would say When you messing with other people, it's a 10. When you messing with me, it's a 3.
I'm going with that answer too.
I'm going with that answer too.
I say I force that bitch. I agree.
That answer. And I guess y'all ain't making my questions last long enough tonight.
Well, it's true because when you trying to bother me, she laughing. But when you're not bothering me, I'm
okay,
laughing.
so what's one of the funniest like kind of pranks or jokes I done pulled on y'all?
Oh, I got one. Oh no, that was when your mom
One time,
on you.
no, one time when I came in the house and you tried to scare me, I jammed you in the back of the door. I kept pushing the door open. And then one thing she does do that.
Oh, I know
irritates me.
one. Can I say it that you told me about? I wasn't there for this. So they have a cousin, an older cousin, and then it was you and Jasmine.
Oh yeah.
So they took little poppets, little
poppers.
The poppers
throw on the ground.
That you throw on the ground, and they put them in the toilet seat around the toilet seat. So when the cousin went to sit down, it went. I think that's.
And she starts screaming.
But just to think of who came up with that.
Both of us.
They was mad because she was supposed to hang with them, and she went and hung out with somebody else instead. So they was plotting.
I never got pranked by you.
You have it.
Me neither.
In due time. Don't
In due
worry.
time.
Oh, y'all gonna get it.
Don't worry. What was yours that you
When you lick my arm and I can't tell you licking me and you think that's the funniest thing on earth.
She still do that?
Yes.
I do that to my kids.
Yeah.
You lick her arm?
She'll go like,
I lick my kids' face all the
and
time.
I can't feel it. I'm
You
like,
can't
what are you
feel it?
doing? No, I can never feel it. I'm like, you weirdo.
Oh, who does that?
Your these two?
I'll be doing that to my kids.
Yeah, it's fun.
And lick them?
Do you do it because they can't feel it and that's what the high is all about because they can't feel
No,
it?
because they freak out, especially Tink. Tink don't like other people's, like, if you have a plate and you took a bite or something and be like, here, Tink, you want something? She'd be like,
So she don't want
and
it.
she'll be really scared to be like, are they going to make me eat that? So she gets really nervous about stuff, so I always be like, come here, Tink.
That's some weird shit.
Yeah, I think it's weirdo.
It started off with people saying like, if you lick their elbow, you can't feel it. So I'll just have my tongue like sitting on her elbow.
So I should keep it ashy and then you won't do it.
And I'll be like, do you feel me licking you? And she'll be like, no. I'll be like, my tongue is out on you right now.
Oh my God.
I remember this one time though, when I was super duper young, we was in the back of Granny car and I kissed you on your lips and I spit a piece of ice in your mouth.
One time you spit a piece of apple in my mouth too one time.
On purpose?
Yes! I wanted to kiss her and then she waited right at time. I was like, just look. You better get away from me, little girl.
That's some weird
Nasty.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. So when I was younger, like, what did you guys all like envision me, Tracy? You can imagine.
Pretend that I was there?
Yeah. What did you guys all envision me being like? Is
For
it
me,
like how I am now?
Exactly
Yeah.
how you are today.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think so.
How? How did y'all tell?
Because your personality has never changed from day one. From the moment you was born, you haven't changed. Them big old eyeballs, you be watching everything.
You are the exact same person.
Yes.
Yes.
Except for now you drive a car.
And you could drink now, and you 21.
Wow. Amazing.
So you don't, seriously. You're the same person.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I come out? Yeah, it's very boring. Did I come out looking how you guys imagined?
You look
me?
No, you didn't look how I thought. I had no idea
How'd
what
you think I was gonna look?
I had no clue.
You look like a Chinaman baby.
Yeah.
You look exactly the same too.
I have no clue of how you were gonna look, and then I was like, "Oh, is this
she
my
mine?
child? Is she mine?"
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't look like me.
You don't. You just have my nose. That's it.
No, I don't.
That's it. Well, T to the E said you was gonna come out with cakes.
What a booty.
Yeah.
I said that?
Yeah, because you was teasing on her dad, talking about he had cakes back then, and talking about she gonna have any
back
cakes.
No,
Yeah,
mine
his
got the
brothers,
cake.
they all got cakes.
Yeah.
Few.
That's why they got a song about Walk Like Ronald.
I feel like I heard that.
We were in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we went to Texas and we got on that trolley?
Yeah, I remember that. It was San Antonio, I think.
San Antonio or Dallas.
It
might have been Dallas because they were talking about like they were hooking up the lights in the trunk and stuff.
Yeah. Popping trunk.
Popping
Pop
trunk.
trunk. People would pop the trunk and they have like lights and all kind of like a little display in the back of the trunk. And people would stop at a light and pop it so people could see whatever this display is in the trunk of their car with lights and stuff. We thought that was like the most retarded thing on earth. Like, they call it pop trunk.
Fixing up your trunk.
To pop it at a light so somebody can see what the hell you got like Jack in the Box.
What's that? There we go.
They have like a thing with like speakers on, but they have something with lights. Neon lights.
Like a lot of people do this. Like
A lot of people.
It's like a thing.
It was back
then. I
What
don't
part
know
of
if it still
Texas?
is.
I never heard of
It
that.
was either Dallas or
Or
San
San
Antonio.
Antonio.
We've been on both of them, but I'm gonna say,
And people would say pop trunk. We're like, what the hell is
where's the
pop trunk?
boardwalk at?
San Antonio.
San
It was San
Antonio.
Antonio, and they was like pop trunk. Did somebody ever pop it in front of us?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
But one of the cousins, remember the cousin Uncle Johnny Daughters was telling us about pop trunk, and so it's like,
We need to bring that to Phoenix.
I'm down. Please don't do
what
that.
you do on a rainy day? You gonna pop trunk and short circuit your whole car?
We ain't got no rainy days
Well,
like
that's
that.
what I'm about to say. We don't really have to worry about that out here.
Because you know what? The pop trunk will be those jalapeno lights.
Yeah. Okay.
You think it's peppers falling out,
Yeah.
and then the whole mariachi band pops out.
Well, that sounds funner than what we seen, because all we seen was just lights.
Lights, right.
It was like a light display, like with a name or something.
They would have names in there, or some of them would be hooked up to the stereo
Yeah.
system.
It's just weird. It was
Lights would
dumb.
flash.
They'll have different lights in Mesa.
Different regions, different
Different regions. You come to Phoenix and it's a whole other world every time you turn a corner.
Too much going on.
Too much.
Alright, so now we're going to play a Navarra trivia.
Okay, let's see if I'm gonna win this.
Well,
Can you stop that, please?
Yes, these questions are extremely simple. I should have had somebody else come up with them. But here we go. So all of you guys can participate.
How do we
Let
know
me
who's gonna go
finish.
first?
You have to raise your hand first.
I'm not ever going to get none of these.
Yeah, you will.
Oh.
They're real simple. They're not extra hard.
Just want to be included.
Yeah. They're not hard. You just have to raise your hand really fast, and whoever raises their hand first after I ask the
Can we
question.
keep our hands like right here?
Yeah, keep them like this.
Like this? And then it has to go over our head? Okay, ready?
Yeah, just don't hurt your shoulders or nothing. Okay, so first question. This is easy. Sue.
oh Lord, why do we give her that shot?
What did you remind me of, what's her name? Dory off of...
Oh,
Right,
Finding
I'm
Nemo.
finding
Are y'all ready?
You don't speak well.
All right. Favorite color? Ooh, I think Kim raised her hand. Kimmy raised her hand.
Pink.
First. You get a point. You get a car.
Yeah.
A car.
Okay, I got 1 point.
Yay! Wait, where's my pen at so I can knock this question off so I don't ask it again? Okay, hands up again. Y'all ready? Hold on. Let me do
Is it fair for me to play?
my bad.
I think I'm gonna sit it down and see how well they know you.
Did you just throw your hands down? I'm out of the game.
So look, so I'm out.
I can't deal
Put all
with
your
you.
cards down.
I'm so done. Okay, are you three ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna nix that question, okay? How tall does Navarra think she is?
5'7.5".
Wrong.
Oh, in your imagination or?
She thinks she is.
Yeah. But I don't think I'm 5'7".
Oh, I was thinking like, okay, we'll let you go. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I was
I
thinking.
think she's 5'2".
You got it.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding.
That was a good one.
Ding.
I was thinking like.
I
in
think
her
I'm
mind.
really 5'1.5". So that's
Oh, okay,
why.
gotcha.
You
gotcha.
get it. What you gotta say?
I'm 5'1.5", and I'm taller than you.
With the blood on your head. Next question.
Oh, she got jokes.
All right. I would say you have to sit out for a round, but you can go ahead and raise your hand again. Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Girl, come on.
You the only one that has shots at this table. Why you
Right.
talking about okay?
trying to make sure I get all. Mom, can you help me out to see who raised their hand first? Because it's kind of hard. Like, I'm going to go cross-eyed trying to look at all of them at the same time. Okay. So, you look at these two and I'll look at her. Okay. So, what am I majoring in college? She raised her hand first.
Oh, I do know this answer.
Sports, management,
Wrong.
business.
Wrong. You were partially right, but wrong. Who raised their hand second, Mom? Trace did it.
Or was it you?
It was me.
Oh yeah, because you didn't raise your hand until you thought about
She
it.
just told somebody this the other night. When
Yeah,
we were
that's how I
outside.
know the answer.
Me. I think it was me.
When we were sitting outside, she just
She
told
said, I think it was me.
You got 10 more seconds.
She literally just told somebody
just
asked
said it,
her.
yeah.
8, 7,
So Tracy, you might as well
And she
raise your
said the
hand now.
emphasis.
5.
I could be wrong though. Is it sports journalism?
No.
Go ahead, what is it?
Business with the emphasis in sports
Sports.
media studies.
She just
I was thinking about
I
Tessa.
said
'cause
business
she
and
said
sports.
that when we
I
met
said
You
Tessa.
said
Sports.
business management. You said sports management.
Did I say business?
Yeah. Sports management business.
Business, sports, the management. It's all in there somewhere.
You guys don't know me very well.
Okay.
Isn't journalism and media the same thing?
Exactly.
Kinda
It
sorta,
was
but
when I was in
That's not what it's
school,
going to say on my degree, though. So.
but it's the same thing. I'm just saying, because that's what they called it when I went to school. Just because y'all new bucks, they changing names.
Said new butts.
I think they did take out the media portion of it, separated the media.
Oh, did they?
Okay, next question. Are you guys ready? Mom,
Yes,
help me
we're
out,
ready.
okay? This is a yes or no question. Hey, keep your hands up. Throw your hands up if you know that you're a star. Okay, so, do I know a second language?
Is this your answer or is this the
True.
truth?
Exactly. Because this is the way I'm gonna answer it. Because I'm around you all the damn time. And she always try to make up all these other languages. She speaks Spanish and she speaks Korean. And she speaks English. So that's my answer.
Do you watch Korean soap operas?
I said yes or no, though. It's a yes or no.
Oh, based on the verb?
truth.
Oh, based on the truth.
Fluently?
Oh, on the truth, fluently or no?
Yeah, fluently.
No. No. The answer is no.
She's scared.
Because I know that she be making stuff up.
Like Tracy was like, I don't want to break your heart, but
No, that's
Yeah,
what
you don't
it's like
speak another
fluently no.
No,
The answer
you
is
don't.
So she got to look down at
She's like, I don't want to be your auntie that breaks your heart. But,
Yeah,
But no,
she be
you
speaking
don't.
all kind
You
of
only
languages.
know English, but
Yes,
you
exactly.
speak whatever you want.
Okay, this is the easiest question of them all. Put your hands down.
No, I'm trying to tell them
So-
to put their hands up.
It's a two-part question, though.
Okay.
Who's that? Who child? The get up. I just have to say that before we end it.
That's what it was.
I just have to say it. Okay, so we have a two-part question. What's my middle name and how do you spell it?
I did it already.
I was
Yeah.
first.
I was first. Her middle name is Nikē, and you spell it Nikē with the little hyphen thing over it.
There you go.
Over
You almost
what?
lost it.
Over the E.
It's over the K.
No, it's not. Then I don't know what your name would be.
Right?
What is your name?
Okay, next question. Let me see. Wait, who is
Pop
it?
in that
The K would be
pen.
silent.
Who is my
I
favorite?
should just blurt it out. Nike.
She looked at me crazy when I was like,
Just do it.
for the sake of time, we got people listening.
Yeah, we do.
They don't know what you're doing though.
I know, I'm thinking. I thought they could hear my thoughts. Sorry.
That's because it's your birthday.
Exactly, okay. This is Oh, no, this is a good question. But I don't think anybody is going to get this one.
Okay, watch out now, man.
Who is my favorite artist?
What's his name? Tory Lanez.
You leaving the building?
Oh, Beyonce. She let me change my answer. She let me change my answer.
She just left the building.
She let me change my answer.
When she left.
It's Beyonce.
What
She's mad because I should have known that. She's mad because I should have known that.
Shit, I was about to say Drake if I was.
But I was still thinking, Kiki, do you love me?
No one gets that answer.
Why?
Because he said Tory Lanez. That's my favorite artist.
Why didn't you say
She said Beyonce after that.
Yeah, but
She
you
was
don't
wrong
get a
the first
second
time.
chance.
Yeah, but still, I was just
It's
thinking
so bad, though.
R&B guy. I don't know why I didn't think
I don't know either.
But he is one of your favorite artists.
One, yeah. Okay, next question. Nobody's probably going to get this either. Wild. They don't know me.
Well, why don't you spend more time with us?
All right.
Should I
I
see her?
spend a lot of time.
I'm coming to spend the night and sleeping in your bed.
That's fine.
And get to know you a little bit.
That's fine.
We can stay up all night with our toes
Little
hanging out the
pajamas.
blanket and talk about whatever comes to our minds.
Sounds like fun.
Tink gonna be there too.
Yeah, Tink will be there. She'll keep us up until tomorrow.
So weak.
I'll be like, ask her another question.
I'm asleep. All right. Next question. How many concerts have I been to? Go ahead.
She gonna raise her hand and start counting.
What's the Jeopardy thing? Between 4 and 5. I just don't know exactly.
I'm gonna say 7.
What about you?
5.
Okay, I'm gonna count out loud. I kind of forgot.
Okay.
Beyonce, the first tour. Tory Lanez,
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. I feel like I just went to one more though.
That one guy with Tia.
Oh, August Alsina.
I've not seen that.
4.
That's 4. I feel like I've been to one
Nope.
more though.
That's it.
That's
She's
it.
like,
That's it.
No,
That's
no.
it. She didn't go to
Oh,
that.
but I'm about to go to one more.
No, but you said have I been to? I just won that. Give me another diamond.
That's it.
I think
And I'm shining on all y'all.
Oh, you didn't want to say, yeah.
Yeah, I've been to 4 concerts.
I won.
Yeah, it's not done.
Oh goodness, we got one.
can we steal other people's diamonds?
Yeah,
No.
sure. If you give a better answer.
You could like take your diamond.
Patricia almost had me. No, you said 5. You almost had me.
Question. Yes or no? You guys ready?
Yes.
Can I swim?
Oh good.
Yes.
She cannot swim.
Can you swim?
Fluently, no.
Please go swim.
Fluent.
She can swim like she's speaking another language.
There you go. You get the diamond.
Thank you. I'll take that.
My mother would have answered this question properly.
Well,
I
let
can
your mother
swim.
answer it then.
I can swim underwater, but I can't swim
Well, then you can swim.
above.
It
water.
wasn't specific.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can swim then.
She can't fucking swim.
Far as
She
I
can
know,
swim
you already
underwater
know how to
at
swim.
She'll swim for a little bit and fight the water a little bit.
So she can't swim.
Oh, so she
She
fights the water.
haven't played.
Well,
she
it
haven't swam in a
depends on
while,
if
so she'll
she's
be
at
starting
the
over.
steps or.
She'll be starting all over again
Okay.
because she haven't
So
swam in a
Fight the
while.
water. Okay.
Okay, so no.
She ain't gonna just jump in there and just start.
Can we only do
swimming.
one more?
That's a shame that all children in Arizona need to know how to swim.
Why?
Because
We can breathe without going underwater.
You know how many drownings it is out
We
here
ain't
in
got no pool
Arizona?
right there.
You know how many
A
drownings
dirt
it is
pool.
out here in Arizona? She go to her friend's house and
No,
drown.
she ain't. We already.
Yeah, I have a life
invited her
jacket that I
That's
take
why
with
you
me
don't
everywhere.
need it. Like,
It's everywhere. Even. I can't.
We have to answer your question, T to the E, we have a few more. All right. Remember, it's my birthday. We're doing it my way. Like Usher says. What's my favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Who got it?
Sorry.
Wait, you gotta raise your hand.
Christmas. I did Christmas.
Sorry. I'm not
Sorry.
talking to you.
You talking to me?
I was talking to Tracy.
Oh, Tracy got it.
She
I
got it,
didn't
but
raise
she
my
didn't raise
hand.
her hand. Are you
I
okay?
cheated. Wait,
Next year I ain't gonna celebrate Christmas.
What are y'all
We're gonna
laughing
celebrate
about?
Christmas half the time.
That's a funny story
So
y'all
you
could
can't
have
get
told.
it. So we gotta skip on to the next.
No, but that's a funny story y'all could have told.
Yeah.
How I always say that I'm not celebrating a holiday, but I end up doing it.
Cause every year, right after Christmas, she'll be like, I ain't gonna celebrate next year. And then here come Christmas rolling around again. She ready to celebrate.
Okay, this is my last.
Wait, well, why you don't want to celebrate it?
Cool,
Her
from my dad's side.
They're Jehovah's Witness.
Her dad was raised Jehovah's Witness, so
Sometimes
we
it's
gave
not
up
allowed.
Yeah,
Halloween.
we weren't, so.
We gave up Halloween for Christmas. So we
Yeah,
celebrate
You're supposed to
Christmas.
give up all.
Yeah, but see, her dad would make her feel bad, so she's saying she would celebrate Christmas.
And then when she get all her stuff, she'd be like, I ain't gonna celebrate no more to appease him. And then here come Christmas rolling back around again. And she ready to celebrate.
I got one more question for y'all. Are y'all ready? Put the diamonds down. You might
She
know
over
this all.
admiring her dad.
This is an all or nothing. I just made that up.
No, it's not. I'm winning already. No, it ain't.
Oh my god.
And Tracy, you better put your hands down.
This will worth 4 diamonds.
Yep, exactly. What?
She just
That
so
mean
serious.
we get to take Juicy Diamonds.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, are y'all ready? What annoys me? Ma, help me out, okay?
I don't think I. Oh.
What annoys me the most? Why she answer?
Why you be doing that and don't answer?
Feel
You're fired.
I'm just gonna go for this.
She raised her hand and didn't
You
get
know what? Let me
nervous.
not laugh there. Let me not get to take her down the
I'm gonna go.
Take a breath too.
I'm just gonna go for it. I know that this annoys you, but I don't know if this is of all time when people smack their food.
You got it.
Are you feeling bad for her?
Wait,
No,
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Say no, that was
I feel like I get to take one of them diamonds because even though I didn't raise my hand, I answered the question right. I didn't have to think about it. So
No, because
You said when people smack their food?
no, because there's a couple
on the
things,
Christmas
but I
one,
know that
I might not
that
raise
had
my
to be
hand,
the
but I
rule.
didn't have to think about it.
Trey, ain't nobody think about that, baby.
She gon'
You over there
Cause I have to think about
holding
it.
everybody up.
She cock blocking on the answer.
Yeah.
Let's
I
see
got that.
other things that annoy me. Everybody else.
When people hold you up and talk to you too long,
I was gonna say ignorance.
that.
Dang, Ma, you don't know nothing.
They covered them all.
She has a few because I like you. Just
You have
watch
road
her.
rage.
Huh?
Yeah.
She ride in the car with me.
I've only been in the car with you once.
But she got that from her mom.
Why me?
Remember when we went to Toys R Us?
Oh, I know what the other one is.
Huh.
When plans change.
Oh yeah.
That grinds my gears.
Yeah, that would get.
If she sat on,
Now, I got a story to tell y'all, and I'm going to leave y'all for the night.
this is it.
One time, yes. When I was younger, my father told me that he was taking me to a water park.
Oh yes, I remember
However-
that. Ooh, she went crazy.
In the mornings, he worked a morning job, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So he leaves in the morning to
I
go
feel
work
like there's
his
a
job.
legal conversation.
No.
Correct?
No,
He goes in the morning to work this job, and you know, black people in general say, "Oh, I'm 15 minutes away. I'm 10 minutes away." He kept saying that he was on his way back. About 3, 4, 5 hours pass, and I was supposed to be at the water park about 3 hours ago.
she went
I don't
crazy.
hear anybody step through the door.
She went crazy because I think I was on the phone with you.
So I almost combusted.
She did scroll sitting on the handle of the camera.
I remember I went in the room. I think I went in your room and went on your bed and just screamed and hollered and kicked. Because I was so frustrated that he told me that he was going to be back at a certain time because I really wanted to go to this water park, but he didn't make it back in time. So I had to.
No, but we even said we wasn't even gonna go no more.
And I said I didn't want to go no more. I was so mad. I had screamed. I probably cried too.
So
I
y'all,
was so
so
mad.
y'all ended up.
No, he
We
come
ended up
back.
going.
Let's go. We gonna go. Yeah, all kids.
And all the people were gone.
No, people were still
there.
there.
All the food was ran out though.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat that ran through food.
Yeah.
No, she hated when plans change. That's her big. But she got that from. She got
Yeah.
that one from Kim.
That grinds my gears.
Yeah, it grinds
So if
mine,
you
too.
tell me you
Even
gonna
the
be,
smacking she got from you too.
if you tell me you gonna be somewhere, or we gonna go
Do
somewhere,
something she wears.
or do something at a certain time or a certain day, and I make it there before you, and then you tell me that I gotta wait 10 to 15 more minutes before plans
That pen does not
occur,
deserve
right?
Going to get it up. Finish the pen off.
We will have some issues.
Yeah.
That is one thing that irritates me. And I
that's
hate
why I was
sitting
kind
around
of
waiting for
hesitating on the
people.
smack because.
Me too. I can't sit around waiting for people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you wait.
Yeah. That makes me.
You go out to the end of the street looking like,
Yeah,
what the hell you
right.
You're prompt though, right?
Why you looking at me like that?
Because I'll be waiting on you.
Really?
Like,
not that much.
Not that much.
No, you really don't wait on me.
He take longer to get dressed than I do. I can't. Don't say you don't, because you
Man. Alright, yeah, so that's one thing that grinds my gears the most. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, that would have to be it.
Okay. Because you look like you getting mad all
Right.
over.
So happy birthday, because
You gotta change the tone. Because,
she done went into a Twilight Zone.
I feel bad for that pen right there.
You might need to sign out.
Let's have a 24-hour podcast.
No,
Starting
no.
now!
no.
Therapy?
Have a quick therapy session.
Yeah, 24 hours is too long.
So what you're saying is?
Right.
I'm just kidding.
What
I'm
I
just
think
kidding.
you're saying is?
I'm kidding, but yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed this podcast. You know, although I just hope that I'm not gonna throw any shots tonight. I already had one. That's enough. So, you know, I'm gonna sign out for the night. Thank you. Spicy tea.
Kimmy.
She let her sign out on her.
I'm not done signing out.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
thanking you guys for coming
Oh.
and enjoying my birthday.
That shot did that.
Oh, she fell over. The mic is on the ground. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Thank you, Spicy T, Kimmy, T to the E, Trayson, and Mr. Ghost for coming out and, you know, celebrating my birthday podcast with me, even though we've been celebrating my birthday for about a week. But, you know, this isn't the last
Yes, it is.
celebration of this month.
Okay.
So, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys pretty soon.
On Sunday. Oh, you're not going with us Sunday.
Yeah, I'm not, but I hope you guys
You're not going with us?
have to work. Yeah, unfortunately. But, you know, I gotta go make that money.
Pay them bills.
Yeah, that's right. Since she paying
The
all
light
the
bill.
bills.
Yeah, that bill. We gonna sign out for the night. Are you guys? Wait, before we end, you guys have anything else you want to say about me?
Girl, if you don't sign us, good night.
We love you.
I hope you sleep really well tonight.
I will. I don't wake up early, but I will. And nothing else?
No.
Good night. Love you.
Thank
I'm proud of the
Love you.
woman you have become.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see you shine.
Thank you so much, Spicy Tea. I appreciate those kind
Y'all so
words.
full of
Although
it.
anybody else didn't want to speak on my behalf, we will end it off for the night. Everybody else want to sign out?
Kimmy, keep shining. We out.
Spicy tea. We're out.
T to the E, we out.
Trayson, we're out.
And
We're out.
it's your girl Nikē, and guess what I am? I'm 21. Woo, 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 woo. Wait. Last funny thing. Last funny thing. Do you guys know this is how dogs bark in Spanish? Wow, 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 wow.
Gotta call your sugar daddy just to buy an entree. But please don't get it twisted. Come try me and you might get your wig lifted. My daddy taught me well, so I don't with the snitches. Nah. Just know I'm bougie and you gotta what? Deal with it. Bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang. Bougie. Got 2 necklaces from Tiffany's. My ice 10 times, your nose ring. You better back off before you get got. I'ma knock you with my rose gold wristwatch. Y'all think this is a game, but I'm spinning facts. My middle name bougie, so you know it's raps. Wrapped it up then.